Okay, no.
Welcome to the inauguration of Dr. DeRionne Pollard, Montgomery College's 9th president. Please rise for the academic procession and remain standing for the presentation of the colors. The inaugural procession is led by Honorary Grand Marshal Professor Garland Guyton, Professor of Mathematics on the Rockville campus, who has 44 years of service. The Montgomery College alumni, led by Alumni Marshal Mr. Stacy Wood, class of 1974. Students of Montgomery College are represented today by 3 campus student senate presidents, Ms. Marie Diop, Ms. Claire Moriarty, and Mr. Michael Jones. Delegates of colleges and universities: College of William and Mary, Dr. John Hare; Washington College, Ms. Beth Kahn Lehman; Mount St. Mary's University, Mr. Louis T. Armelin; the George Washington University, Mr. W. Thomas Curtis; Towson University, Mr. Francis Soistman; Morgan State University, Dr. Willie D. Larkin; St. John's University, Dr. Suzanne Henderson; Virginia Tech, Dr. Patricia Bartlett; the Johns Hopkins University, Dr. Sarah B. Steinberg; Goucher College, Mr. Michael J. O'Leary; Hood College, Dr. Olivia White; Trinity College, Ms. Taleka Brooks; Washington Adventist University, Dr. Ralph E. Johnson; James Madison University, Ms. Jennifer Ramsey; Salisbury State University, Ms. Jane Dene; Community College of Baltimore County, Dr. Mark McCulloch; Old Dominion University, Dr. Cesar Collantes; University of Maryland University College, Dr. Marie Senni; Hartford Community College, Dr. Deborah Cruz; Prince George's Community College, Dr. Tyon Lee; Anne Arundel Community College, Dr. Ivan Harrell; Chesapeake College, Dr. Barbara A. Vinar; University of Maryland, Baltimore County, Dr. Elliot Hirschman; Garrett College, Dr. Richard McLennan; Howard Community College, Dr. Cindy Paterka; Warwick Community College, Dr. Trevor Jones; Association of Community College Trustees, Mr. Noah Brown; elected officials from the United States House of Representatives, the Honorable Donna Edwards; Maryland Secretary of Higher Education, Dr. James Lyons; from the Montgomery County Council, the Honorable Phil Andrews; the Honorable Valerie Urban; the Honorable Nancy Navarro; administrators, central staff retirees, board emeritus led by Vivian Lawyer, administrative marshal with 39 years of service. Germantown campus, led by Professor Jennifer Palm. Rockville campus, led by Professor Aggie Harrell. Tacoma Park, Silver Spring campus, led by Professor Mary K. Abbey. Workforce Development and Continuing Education, led by Professor Jeff Horrocks. Inaugural platform guests, Grand Marshal and bearer of the mace, Professor Robin Flannery, Montgomery College Academic Assembly Chair. The Honorable Nancy Florine, Montgomery County Council President. The Honorable Isaiah Leggett, Montgomery County Executive. The Honorable Brian J. Feldman, Chair, Montgomery County House Delegation. The Honorable Chris Van Hollen, United States House of Representatives. Dr. Guy Alteri, President, Hagerstown Community College. Dr. Gretchen Naff, President Emerita, College of Lake County. Mr. P. Paul Pollard, father of Dr. Pollard. Dr. Helen Benjamin, Chancellor, Contra Costa Community College District. Dr. Donald Kruger, President of the Alumni Association. Mr. Douglas Furstenberg, Chair, Montgomery College Foundation. Ms. Amy Crowley, Chair, Montgomery College Staff Senate. Dr. Judy Ackerman, Vice President and Provost, Rockville Campus. Mr. George Payne, Vice President and Provost, Workforce Development and Continuing Education. Dr. Sanjay Rai, Vice President and Provost, Germantown Campus. Dr. Brad Stewart, Vice President and Provost, Silver Spring Tacoma Park Campus. Mr. Marshall Moore, Senior Vice President for Administrative and Fiscal Services. Ms. Paula Matusky, Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Services and Inaugural Planning Committee Co-Chair. Dr. William Strasser, Montgomery College President Emeritus. Dr. Hercules Pinckney, Montgomery College President Emeritus. Introducing the Montgomery College Board of Trustees, Ms. Christina Chuplock, student member. Dr. Kenneth Hoffman. Dr. Leslie Levine. Ms. Gloria Aparicio Blackwell. Ms. Marcia Suggs Smith. Mr. Reginald Felton. Ms. Roberta Schulman, immediate past chair. Ms. Georgette Gigi Godwin, second vice chair. Mr. Stephen Kaufman, first vice chair. Chair of the Montgomery College Board of Trustees and Inaugural Planning Committee Co-Chair, Dr. Michael Lynn. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of Montgomery College, Miss DeRionne P. Pollard. Procession of the Flags of Nations, Montgomery College students. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem, sung by Montgomery College student, Mr. Ryan Burke.
The dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Mr. Burke.
Raise them all, y'all. BLG.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Where's the BLG, please? Go.
Dr. Helen Benjamin will offer words of inspiration.
Good afternoon. It is a genuine pleasure for me to be here today. For today is one of the most important days in the life of your college, of your board, of your faculty, your staff, your administration, your students, and of course, Dr. DeRionne Pollard. You are saying by your actions here today that you are joining in partnership with your new president to continue to ensure the success of every student who comes to you in pursuit of any educational goal. You are saying by your actions and the obvious excitement and positive energy that I feel here today that you will be putting forth your very best efforts in making this union between you and your new president successful. And so, I not only offer you a few words of inspiration, but I also bring you greetings from the 112 California Community College CEOs, a group of which Dr. Pollard was a member for 3 years before she came here to be with you. She served with us with distinction and made a difference through her courageous leadership in the lives of numerous students and employees. Further, I bring you greetings as well from the 131 members of the President's Roundtable of African American Community College CEOs in this country, of which Dr. Pollard is a member as well and serves with us with distinction. And of course, I extend my personal greetings and continued success for Montgomery College, for Dr. Pollard, for she thinks that she has been a mentee of mine. She has as well been a mentor and role model for me, as well as a professional colleague. I want to share with you these words from Marianne Williamson, and these words have often been attributed to Nelson Mandela, and I share these as you begin your journey together. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in every single one of us. And I'm adding here, especially those of us in community colleges, because of the special, special role we play to all of those students who walk through our doors. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people the permission, our students, to do the same. As we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. May you have the joy, the optimism, and the hope you feel today as you begin your journey together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Benjamin, for your encouragement and inspiration. Good afternoon, Dr. Pollard, the Pollard family, the Board of Trustees members, esteemed faculties and staff, students, alumni, and our friends. I'm Michael Lin. I'm the chair of the Board of Trustees. With my inauguration co-chair, Paula Matuski, it's a pleasure to welcome you to the inauguration of the president of Montgomery College, Dr. DeRionne P. Pollard. I'm so pleased to see so many of you here today, especially our colleagues from colleges, universities across the region. Welcome to this historic event. At this point, I'd like to call on Ms. Matuski to introduce additional guests.
Good afternoon. Today's inauguration celebrates the history of our college and reaffirms our mission of changing lives. It provides the opportunity to focus on the role this college plays in its community. It welcomes friends and community members, and it brings us together. We celebrate our accomplishments achieved through the guidance and leadership of individuals such as Presidents Emeriti William C. Strasser and Hercules Pinckney. Their vision, faith, and dedication have shaped our college and helped Montgomery College achieve the stature it enjoys. Today, we celebrate a new beginning. In addition to those announced during the procession, there are a number of other honored guests joining us to pay tribute to the college and to Dr. Pollard. So I'd ask you to please stand as I announce your name, and audience, please hold your applause until they are all introduced. The Honorable Constance Morella, former ambassador, former House of Representatives member and retired Montgomery College English faculty. Dr. Robert Schoenberg, Montgomery College Board of Trustees Emeritus. Dr. Owen Nichols, Montgomery College Board of Trustees Emeritus. Mr. Gabriel Spiro, former student trustee. Members of our foundation board, Alumni Board of Governors and their members, and the following Montgomery College honorary degree recipients: Ms. Bernice Grossman, Dr. George Thomas, Ms. Teresa Rios Wright, and outstanding Alumni Award recipients, Dr. Irving Jacobs, class of 1988, Mr. Jorge Urrutia, class of 1974, and our dear friends and generous benefactors, Mr. Fred Evans, Board of Trustees Nomination Committee Chair, John Garvey Esquire, Catholic University of America President, Mr. and Mrs. Samuel Kecker, Mrs. Camille Kendall, also an honorary degree recipient, Ms. Beulah Law, and Mr. Anthony Morella, American University Law Professor Emeriti. Our Montgomery College community partners, Mr. William Robertson, Adventist Healthcare Incorporated, Mr. Kevin Sexton, Holy Cross Hospital. And from the educational community, Dr. Stuart Edelstein, Executive Director of the Universities of Shady Grove, Dr. Greg Schuckman, Association of Community College Trustees, Dr. Christine Johnston McPhail, American Association of Community Colleges, and finally, would the members of the Presidential Transition Advisory Committee please also stand to be recognized. Thank you all for joining us, and let's give everyone a round of applause. Montgomery College would not be able to accomplish its mission without the support it receives from our elected officials. I now ask you to please stand and be recognized. We appreciate the role you play in the success of our students, and in that spirit, we are especially pleased to have the Honorable Jenny Forehand, Maryland State Senate, the Honorable Robert Garagiola, Maryland State Senate, the Honorable Hank Heller, Maryland House of Delegates and a member of the Montgomery College class of 1962, the Honorable Charles Barkley, Maryland House of Delegates, the Honorable Nancy Navarro, Montgomery County Council, the Honorable Christopher Barclay, Vice President, Montgomery County Board of Education, the Honorable Judy Doka, Montgomery County Board of Education, Mr. Kevin Hughes, representing Governor Martin O'Malley, and Ms. Mary Kane, candidate for Lieutenant Governor. Again, we welcome you and thank you for joining us. With greetings from the United States Congress, I would invite you to greet the Honorable Chris Van Hollen, Jr.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mataski. It's wonderful to be with all of you at Montgomery College, and I think every day we're reminded of the very special role Montgomery College plays in our community. Just this morning, I was at a gathering where Montgomery College received a distinguished award for the role it plays in making sure our returning veterans, men and women who have been in Iraq and Afghanistan, get the education they deserve here in our community. So I salute the college for its successes in so many areas, including that award on behalf of our veterans this morning. To Dr. Lynn and the Board of Trustees, thank you. Thank you for choosing so wisely in picking Dr. Pollard to be the 9th president of Montgomery College. I'm delighted to join with all of you, the administration, the faculty, staff, and students, and the rest of the Montgomery College family on this very special occasion. And I've had the opportunity to meet with Dr. Pollard, and in a very short time understood how you came to the conclusion that she was the right person to lead Montgomery College at this time. She's a special person for a special college, and she assumes these responsibilities at a critical time in our community and our country. I think we all recognize that education is a linchpin to the American dream in the United States of America for young people and for our adult learners. And in our increasingly competitive global society, that is more true today than it has ever been, because in coming years, the jobs requiring a college degree from Montgomery College and other institutions of higher learning are expected to grow twice as fast as jobs that require no college experience. And over the next decade, nearly 8 in 10 new jobs are projected to require a higher education and workforce training. So Montgomery College is an incredible resource of opportunity for our students. It's also an essential engine for the economic health of our larger community, the businesses and hospitals and others that need the talents and services of so many people who are graduating here today. At the federal level, I'm pleased to report that just this past spring, President Obama, working with the Congress, and I see my colleague Donna Edwards here, and I'm really pleased that she's able to join us this morning, and she played, along with other members of Congress and working with the President, an important role in significantly boosting student assistance by $36 billion over the next 10 years to make college more affordable with Pell Grants, better terms on college student loans, and a special $2 billion community college fund to strengthen education and career training at community colleges around the country. And I'm very hopeful that the momentum generated from President Obama's Community College Summit will further boost the indispensable mission of community colleges. As Dr. Jill Biden, a community college professor herself said, and I quote, "This is a moment for community colleges to shine." I am confident, Dr. Pollard, that under your leadership, Montgomery College, already a gem in our community, will shine even brighter. Congratulations to you and the entire Montgomery College family on this special occasion.
Let me also take a minute to introduce some other individuals who, when they processed, they were introduced, but we would like to recognize them. Ms. Valerie Urban, Montgomery County Council. Mr. Phil Andrews, Montgomery County Council. Dr. James Lyons, Maryland Higher Education Commission, and Representative Donna Edwards from the U.S. House of Representatives. I'll now invite Honorable Brian Feldman from the Maryland House of Delegates to bring greetings.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure to be here. I'm here on behalf of our entire state delegation to Annapolis, many of whom are in attendance today. Just very briefly, a couple of personal notes. Some years back, I was asked to be a guest lecturer here at Montgomery College on a class on state and local politics, and frankly, I had never taught anything before. And I came in here, I taught, it was such a great experience that I then ended up for several years now doing teaching of my own at another institution, but it really started right here at Montgomery College. But more importantly, I think understood from that experience what a critical role this college plays in the entire community, and which is why shortly thereafter I decided to take all of my state scholarship money that a lot of us state legislators have and give it all towards Montgomery College students as did, I think, several of my other colleagues. It's really one of the best decisions I've made since I've been in the legislature over the past 8 years. But from a state delegation standpoint, I think we look at the college and the president as a partner, very much a partner, and a partnership, that relationship. And all you have to do is look around this campus and some of the other campuses here at Montgomery College to see some of the fruits of those that partnership relationship. Right here this past year, we got $35 million over the last 3 years, $35 million from the state for the Rockville Science Center that you see right here on the campus. This past year, we were able to get the second $16 million installment for the new Germantown Bioscience Center, and I know some of you are familiar with that as well. But beyond the building, some of you may have read earlier this week, just this week, that one of my colleagues in the legislature from Baltimore County has launched a bit of an attack on this college, on its tuition policies, with a goal of, in effect, trying to deny some level of state aid to Montgomery College. And I'm here to tell you in very, very clear terms that the entire Montgomery County delegation is unified in standing with the college in strong opposition to these efforts to ensure that, that he gets nowhere with what he's trying to do. And finally, President Pollard, when it comes to getting dollars back from the state legislature here for Montgomery College, perhaps the most important role, certainly a very important role for the president, has to be that of an advocate for the college. And I think many of us who have met you already see that you're off to a fantastic start. And our entire delegation looks forward to working closely with you over the next several years to deliver for the college. So congratulations, great to be here, and thank you for an opportunity to be part of this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Feldman. I'm now very pleased to introduce the Honorable Isaiah Ike Leggett, Montgomery County Executive.
On behalf of nearly 1 million county residents, welcome Dr. Pollard. Some may say the county executive looked a little strange up here in the academic regalia. But let me remind you that I am a tenured law professor at Howard University Law School on leave to serve as county executive. And depending on what happens on Tuesday, I could always go back. I'm quite aware that in order to be successful, an institution needs a variety of things: an engaged and highly motivated faculty, responsive students, visionary and committed boards, but more importantly, you need the support of the community. And as I had dinner a couple of nights ago, and I was talking to Dr. Pollard about how she could be successful and what it is that she needed to do in order to achieve that level of success, very strategically and with a great deal of tact, she changed that. And I was quite impressed with it. It was changed from not how she can be successful and what she could do. It was what we together can do. And I was very, very impressed with that. Because her success depends on all of us engaging in this endeavor. There is no single individual with the capacity to achieve the level of success that is expected here in Montgomery County in this state. I want to pledge to you, Dr. Pollard, as you corrected me in that conversation, that together This community is united behind you and the board and students and the faculty. And together, we will have that success. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Leggett. I'm now honored to introduce the Honorable Nancy Florine, Montgomery County Council President.
Thank you so very much. I am really so delighted to be here with my colleagues, Council Vice President Valerie Irvin, Council Member Nancy Navarro, and Council Member Phil Andrews. Our turnout indicates our commitment to Montgomery College. And Dr. Pollard, let me note, make sure you get everybody's cell phone numbers. Delegate Feldman and Representative Edwards and Representative Chris Van Haan, because you want to remind them of their very positive remarks when you've got a request in. My experience was more recent here at Montgomery College. I taught a class in local government. And one thing before I launch into my remarks, let me just remind everyone there's an important day on Tuesday. If you have not voted already, please do that, and please remind your students to do that. A little competition might be good, but it's very important that we get everyone out to vote this year, however they choose to vote, because we want the right people in position to fund Montgomery College. I am just so delighted to be here to say, welcome, Dr. Pollard. The poet Anne Plato said, a good education is another name for happiness. And although she made this remark over a century ago, her words ring true today, even more than ever. A good education allows students of all ages to pursue their dreams and create a real and meaningful future. And it's not just the students who benefit. Right here locally, our economy depends on employees who are prepared to serve in a dynamic, global environment. For 64 years, Montgomery College has transformed lives and created opportunities for its students and for the community at large. And now, as we embark on a new era for the college, we couldn't ask for a better or more forward-thinking than Dr. Pollard. She brings with her a strong history in developing and strengthening partnerships with high schools, government agencies, social service organizations, and the business communities. And at all times, and especially during these challenging economic ones, we are all in this together, are we not? And we need one another to achieve success. Dr. Pollard gets that. If it's true what Brooke Astor said about leadership, that power is the ability to do good things for others, then indeed we've gotten ourselves a powerhouse indeed. Dr. Pollard, we are so pleased that you're bringing your wealth of experience and long-standing dedication to education at Montgomery College. I understand you may be still adjusting to the area. I hear we're having a little trouble between the inner loop and the outer loop. We all have that. You get where you need to go eventually. But don't worry when you hear those helicopters over your house. It's just the president. We're glad you're here, and we welcome you with open arms. Welcome, Dr. Pollard.
We now invite to speak Dr. Guy Altieri, who's representing the Maryland Association of Community Colleges, and he is the president of Hagerstown Community College.
Good afternoon, everyone. Isn't this a wonderful day in Montgomery County? It is my distinct honor and personal pleasure to represent the Maryland Association of Community College Presidents in welcoming Dr. Pollard to our fraternity. But perhaps, in honor of the count, 9 women and 7 men, we should be welcoming her to our sorority, which, of course, is a very good thing. Since Montgomery College and Hagerstown Community College were both founded in 1946, and both claim the distinction of being Maryland's first community college, I was especially pleased to be asked to play a small role in today's ceremony. The people of both Montgomery and Washington counties do agree that 1946 was a wonderful year to give birth to community colleges, as our two counties got the community college movement started in the great state of Maryland. During today's ceremony, and in her early tenure at Montgomery College, President Pollard will undoubtedly be charged by the faculty to keep support for teaching and learning at the top of her priority list. She'll be charged by the students to keep the college as student-centered as possible. She'll be charged by the administration and support staff to remember a successful college is much more than just faculty and students. She'll be charged by the alumni that there are many traditions that need to be preserved. She'll be charged by the community and political leaders to keep Montgomery College highly responsive to the community needs. She'll be charged by the Montgomery College Foundation on the importance of seeking private funds for scholarships and other special needs. And of course, she'll be charged by the trustees that they need to be well-informed, never surprised, and always presented as wise and thoughtful a group of exceptional citizens of Montgomery County. But I'm here to remind everyone that a community college president, just like a battery cell, can suffer from being overcharged and improperly maintained. Let me also remind everyone that the presidential medallion many community college presidents wear does get heavier over time, but most of us gladly tolerate and even enjoy that extra weight, knowing we have the enormously rewarding jobs of leading the 16 most valued public institutions in Maryland. Dr. Pollard, on behalf of the other 15 community college presidents, I'm here to declare our unconditional support for your success and the continued success of Montgomery College. We do believe deeply in the MAC motto, 16 community colleges, one voice. Your quick and enthusiastic adoption of this MAC unity bond and our spirit of constructive collaboration during your first few months at Montgomery College is widely recognized and deeply appreciated. Let me close my remarks by publicly acknowledging that many of us college presidents, tongue-in-cheek, often think each of us is too frequently compared to a cemetery proprietor, where you have a lot of people under you, but you can be assured no one is listening. I'm very, very sure that Dr. Pollard will not have this challenge, as everyone associated with Montgomery College will listen and benefit from her wise leadership, as she will listen and benefit from all of those who are part of this most successful college community. Finally, let me say directly, Dr. Pollard, all of us associated with MAC warmly welcome you to our group and welcome you to Maryland. Bravo to the search committee. Montgomery College. Montgomery College has done exceedingly well in its selection of a new president, and everyone associated with MAC wishes you all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. W. Donald Kruger from the class of 1963 and president of the Montgomery College Alumni Association Board of Governors. Please remember, our alumni are an important part of our college community.
Thank you for that introduction. Good afternoon to everyone. And thank you for the opportunity to speak at this great event. Dr. Pollard, it is an honor for me to welcome you on behalf of all the alumni. The alumni take great pride in Montgomery College. We're proud of the accomplishments that we've had. We're proud of the momentum and the energies that we see exist here on all the campuses. We join with you today, Dr. Pollard, in a new chapter in the history of Montgomery College. Your inauguration provides a moment for us to reflect on the benefits and contributions that the college has made to our lives, to our community, and to the world. Today, we reaffirm those values, and we look to the future with you. We're very appreciative of your recognition of the impact that Montgomery College alumni can play in the task of helping the college to attain the next level of achievement. We are excited for the opportunity to work with you to enhance the sense of alumni community and to increase the involvement and support. We are inspired by your commitment to excellence and innovation in all areas of the college. We are confident that your leadership in the years ahead will be productive and fruitful. It is my privilege to pledge the support of Montgomery College alumni. Proudly, we support you, we support your efforts, and we cheer you on. Thank you.
Thank you. The Montgomery College Foundation contributes substantial resources to furthering the mission and work of this college. Representing the foundation is Mr. Douglas Furstenberg, Chair of the Foundation Board of Directors.
Thank you. First, I want to offer a warm welcome to Dr. Pollard's partner, Robin Jones, who I had the pleasure of meeting earlier late last week, and also to an adorable 3-year-old. That's you, Miles. We want to welcome you to Montgomery County as well, buddy. Have a great time. We're going to make sure you have fun here, okay? We all know it's a tough time right now. We know the economy is... Oh, there he is. Hey, bud. You're on the screen, too. It's your big moment. Wave. No? No wave? All right. Don't forget lacrosse in the front yard in about 2 weeks, okay? All right. Unfortunately, on to more serious things. We know it's a tough time. The economy is down, but what that means for Montgomery College is our business is up. We have more people who want to come to the college. We have more people who need our help and our support, and we need to maintain the quality of what we do at this special institution. So first, I want to thank our elected officials in the audience and on the podium for me, because without the support we get at the federal level, the state level, and the county level, this college could not be as successful as we are. Thank you very much. But we need to meet increasing challenges, and that's what the foundation tries to do. Our job is to raise money for special projects, but predominantly our job is to raise money for scholarships. Last year alone, we were able to raise over $3 million on behalf of the college, and this year we've already raised over $1 million. This year we will give over $1.1 million in scholarships to students. 750 students are receiving aid from the foundation. Unfortunately, there are 3,000 students this year, or 3,000 people who wanted to come to the college, who need our help, that we could not help. Our challenge is daunting, but we're ready to do it. We need your help, and therefore I look forward to working with the faculty, the staff, the students, the Board of Trustees, and my fellow foundation board members to work with Dr. Pollard to make sure we not only have open enrollment, but we work towards need-blind policy here at Montgomery College, and I am sure with Dr. Pollard we'll achieve that great goal. Thank you very much and welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Furstenberg. One of the most enduring and recognized hallmarks of Montgomery College is its outstanding faculty dedicated to teaching. Representing the faculty today is Ms. Robin Flannery, Chair of the Academic Assembly.
Hello, everyone, and especially Dr. Pollard. Thank you for letting me share a few words to welcome our new president on behalf of the faculty at Montgomery College. Dr. Pollard arrived from the West Coast over the summer and jumped right into our somewhat faster pace here on the East Coast. And with every day since Dr. Pollard's arrival, it seems like MC is getting back to the job of changing lives and being accountable to our community. Our new president made it clear right out front she believes in having students at the center of our universe, but will take this part of our mission to another level. She will move students from just being at our center to putting their success at the apex of our planning for the future. So what does that mean for me and my faculty buddies? Well, Dr. Pollard has charged Academic Assembly with personalizing President Obama's access and retention initiatives to develop a student completion agenda specifically for our diverse and unique student at Montgomery College. We are working as one college, faculty, staff, and administrators, collaborating to define those activities both in and out of the classroom that keep our students engaged and remind everyone that our school is the community college in Maryland. Thank you, Dr. Pollard, for putting our efforts and our students at the forefront of your vision.
Thank you, Professor Flannery. Members of the Montgomery College staff contribute to our reputation as a caring institution with their creativity, energy, and devotion. Representing staff today is Ms. Amy Crowley, Chair of the Staff Senate.
Good afternoon. I was honored to be chosen to represent staff on the Presidential Search Committee, and although we interviewed some fine candidates, I know firsthand how fortunate we are to have Dr. Pollard with us. Isn't she a breath of fresh air? For many staff at the college, her presidency marks a new beginning, one that defines a process that binds us and a work ethic that keeps us together. Under her leadership, I know that the faculty, staff, and administrators will work together successfully as a college community, and I know we will continue to do great things for our students and for ourselves. When I was asked to bring greetings today on behalf of the staff of the college, I wanted my words today to reflect the voices of the 1,100 plus staff members at the college. I wanted our new president to see the college through the eyes of the staff. So I sent out an email to a wide range of staff members, who now all of you got my email, know why you got it, and asked them to respond to this one question: what makes Montgomery College a special place? And I'd like to share just a few of those answers with you right now. From Sharmini Aziz from the Rockville campus, I heard, MC is special because it appeals to all facets of me. I'm comfortable here because I see others who have my race, color, religion, gender, and national origin. Carla Neighbors from Workforce Development and Continuing Education shared, Montgomery College is awesome. because it reaches out to all the citizens of Montgomery County. Kathy Giovanetti said, many staff and faculty have worked for the college for 15 years or more, a few as many as 40 years. This truly is a tribute to Montgomery College being a great place to work. Well, I hope Dr. Powell will be around for the next 40 years because Montgomery College is indeed a great place to work. Here's just a few more of the views I got from staff members on why the college is so special. Joyce Wilcox from Finance said, the people are what's special about Montgomery College. Even if we had the most perfect facilities, it would mean nothing without the people that inhabit it. And then that is so true. And what about Dave Maffio from IT's comment? He said, all of my achievements would have been far more difficult to reach without the support and opportunities that the college provided. And from Horace Burrell and Student Financial Aid in Tacoma Park, I heard, my passion to help others has grown since coming to Montgomery College. Well, clearly, staff members in every location and every unit make major contributions to every aspect of the college, and we are so happy to share our dedication, commitment, and tireless efforts on behalf of the students with our new president. I think Dr. Pollard knows she's come to a place that is strong and vital. Throughout the college's long history, we've endured many challenges, but we have survived. There is a Kenyan proverb that goes like this, sticks in a bundle are unbreakable. Montgomery College staff are much like a bundle of unbreakable sticks, standing together, working together, growing professionally together. We are an amazing resource of intelligence, skill, talent, and we will support our new president with enthusiasm and dedication. In closing, on behalf of all the staff at Montgomery College, I congratulate Dr. Pollard and offer her best wishes for a bold, productive, exciting, and relevant presidency. Thank you.
As a senior member of the administration, I have the pleasure of working closely with Dr. Pollard as we develop the day-to-day operations of Montgomery College. No doubt, my colleagues have noticed the passion for education and commitment she already has shown for this school. On behalf of the administrators, I wish her the very best in this new endeavor. Student success is our passion. Students are the center of our universe. And speaking today on behalf of our students is Ms. Christina Cheplak, the student member of our Board of Trustees.
Good afternoon. My name is Christina Cheplak, and I am a proud student of Montgomery College. I have been in the unique position to observe Dr. Pollard in a variety of settings during her first 3 months as the new president of Montgomery College. As the student member of the Board of Trustees, I have watched her navigate policy and budget issues. As the student representative on the Presidential Transition Advisory Committee, I have admired her ability to win the trust and respect of college faculty, staff, and alumni with distinct and differing opinions about what should be her first priorities. As the Vice President of the Student Senate at the Rockville campus, I have been blown away by her ability to connect with students. Dr. Pollard is a woman capable of breaking down barriers. She has already become an inspiration and a role model for me and many of my peers. Let me tell you why. Seated on the stage behind me is living proof that age, race, gender, and background are not barriers to a successful and meaningful career if you make the conscious decision to not let them stand in your way. Who could be a more inspiring role model to female students than our own Dr. Pollard? Dr. Pollard is responsible for shepherding a student body of 60,000 people in a college of 2,000 employees that makes an annual impact on the local economy of $1.8 billion a year. She has set the bar high for what I should strive to accomplish before I turn 40. After sitting through several meetings with Dr. Pollard, watching her video blogs, and enjoying some personal conversation, I have come to the conclusion that one of her favorite words is dialogue. I hear her repeat that word frequently, and I couldn't think of a more appropriate descriptor. For Dr. Pollard, dialogue is an essential part of her leadership style. It's more of a verb than a noun, something that she feels compelled to do and do well. Quite well, I might add. Emphasis on that. Dr. Pollard is equal part listener and storyteller. She listens without judgment and shares liberally from her own experience or the experiences of people close to her to demonstrate she truly does understand. With all of the people she is responsible for helping, I am always amazed that she has the ability to make such personal connections. Dr. Pollard is breaking down barriers and inspiring students to do the same. I am excited to be part of any organization with her at the helm. Her achievements are inspiring. She places a high value on personal relationships, and she's always ready for meaningful dialogue. On behalf of all 60,000 students at Montgomery College, I celebrate Dr. DeRionne Pollard's arrival to Montgomery College and cannot wait to discover the endless possibilities before us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I'm especially delighted to introduce the quartet Favored. Among these talented singers is Dr. Pollard's sister, Dawn Pollard.
Good afternoon, everyone. We bring you greetings from the Windy City, Chicago, and we are here to pay tribute to our sister, our friend, and also former member, in case you didn't know, she can sing. We are here to pay tribute to her through a medley of 4 of her favorite childhood songs, and we just ask that you sit back and enjoy.
and he leads me beside the quiet stream. He restores my failing health, and he helps me to do what honors him the most now. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. Safe in his arms. And when the storm, when the storm of life is raging, and the billows they roll, and they begin to roll, and I'm so glad he shall hide me safe in his arms. And when the storm of life is raging, and the billows they roll, and they begin to roll, but I'm so glad he shall hide me. So I'm so glad my God, he'll hide me, he'll keep me in his arms. I'm so glad I've seen it. He hid me safe in his loving arms. When the storm of life is raging, I can't find none. My God, he kept me safe in his loving arms. Safe in his arms. You are the source of my strength. You are the strength of my life. I lift my hands in total praise to you.
Thank you. We are truly blessed that you shared your gifts with us today. I am now pleased to introduce Dr. Gretchen Naff, President Emerita of College of Lake County, and a dear friend and mentor of Dr. Pollard.
First, I have to say I'm not sure I can follow that act very well. Excuse me. But I do want to thank the college and Dr. Pollard for inviting me to be part of this very special day. It is a true honor for me to be here. But this caused me to think back a little. 15 years ago, I was the vice president at College of Lake County in Illinois when Dr. Pollard began her professional career as an English faculty member. And I do have to get away from Dr. Pollard just a little bit, so you'll see me use her first name occasionally through this, because that's the way I know DeRionne. So when DeRionne arrived, she already had the foundation of a great leader, the desire to continuously grow and learn. As evidenced by her path from Illinois to California to Maryland, she has remained open to new experiences and the lessons that come with them. DeRionne will tell you that I have been a mentor to her over these past 15 years. I will tell you I have benefited as much, if not more, from our relationship than she has. When I think about Dr. Pollard, I think about a person who tends to be 6 steps ahead of everyone else. She's knowledgeable about the trends in higher education and stays current by incorporating best practices. But what makes her a good leader is her ability to listen and to learn directly from the experiences and perceptions of the people around her. It's almost trite to say DeRionne is a good listener, but I can tell you that I have rarely met a person who truly hears what people say. And I really think this is because she believes in the dignity of each individual. In fact, I suspect that many of you have already seen evidence of this in her decision-making style. Dr. Pollard absorbs information like a solar panel absorbs the sun's light. She soaks in the words, the ideas, the experiences of others. She systematically processes the information and banks it away for later. And at the right moment, she converts the information into energy and shares it when it is most needed. DeRionne's batteries are charged by interaction with other people, and the result is infectious. It's hard to not share in her enthusiasm once she gets going on a topic for which she is very passionate, such as the transformative role of the community college. What separates Dr. Pollard as an exceptional leader is that she understands the consequences of the decisions she makes. She takes the time to understand the impact her decisions will have on the lives of the community members, the faculty, the staff, and most importantly, the students, people who really need her and depend on her. DeRionne has always possessed the intuitive ability to navigate a complex organization. As a result of her personal integrity, people are drawn to her and want to believe in her. She moved quickly through the ranks of the College of Lake County from faculty member through a series of administrative positions and eventually serving as Vice President of Educational Affairs. When DeRionne moves, the entire institution moves with her. She provides an excellent model for others to follow, and if there is anyone who is fun to follow, it is Dr. Pollard, believe me. As I hope you can tell, I am extremely fond of DeRionne Pollard and proud of the leader she has become. Investing in her professional career was one of the best decisions I ever made as a college administrator. But more importantly to me, I am very proud to count her among my friends. So congratulations, DeRionne, on your achievements. I have to admit, I feel a little bit like a mother today because she is so very dear to me. And congratulations to Montgomery College on making an excellent choice when selecting Dr. DeRionne Pollard as the 9th president of this fine institution. You truly are a winner at this point. So thank you so very much.
I am now especially pleased to introduce a very important person in the life of Dr. Pollard, her father, Mr. Paul Pollard.
To the Board of Trustees, staff, students, alumni, and faculty of this college, I extend to you my sincere gratitude for sparing your president early in her tenure at a time when it looked like I might not make this event. I am pleased to be here with you today. Good afternoon. It was 1970, and good, great, and exciting things occurred that year. The first Earth Day, President Nixon lowering the voting age to 18, the first supersonic Concorde flight, the Environmental Protection Agency established. Best of all and significant to us today, it was in 1970 that the 9th president of Montgomery College was born and given the name DeRionne Pollard, a name that is difficult to reason the origin of, nearly impossible to spell, and perhaps more difficult to say when seen. She had no say in the origin of her name or its selection and has carried it proudly. In a Chicago family's home, there was a photo of two sisters, about 7 and 8 years old, sitting posed on a step. The younger of the two appears attentive to the photographer. The older is more attentive to something far beyond the room where the picture was taken, beyond the edges of the photo. Her gaze was far-reaching to the horizon and extending to the next horizon and the next, horizon after horizon. To study that gaze a while might lead one to think, what's captured here in this photo is a young, fresh, adventurous, inquiring mind at work. It wants to know what is out there for me, what's in the world, over its horizons, and how can I change things for the better, fix what is broken, and improve life for all. I can't wait to find out. Or you may be led to think from the parent's perspective. I'm going to be prematurely bald and gray in a very short period of time. Now there is a photo of her 3-year-old son, Miles, who has somewhat that same gaze in his eyes. DeRionne was not a difficult child to parent for the most part. There were 2 or 3 incidents that were challenging. To observe her grow and mature was a joy. I likened it to watching a time-lapse photography sequence on the Science or Discovery Network, where a seed is planted and you speedily see its development process into a plant or tree. To me, it was fascinating. Early on, indications were that school would be no problem. Her initial exposure was in a preschool early childhood development class in a college setting where it was part of the curriculum. By the time she was leaving, the staff was amazed at how smart she was. The next school setting for her was in a South Chicago suburb, in a school that was then known for an accelerated program. The school was staffed and administrated by a family of prominent educators. When the need for a family relocation arose to the city came about, the teachers, staff pleaded that she be allowed to continue there. She had been tested, they said, higher than most, and had genius indicators, and that she and they would imagine that she would just not be nurtured probably in the Chicago public schools properly. but she was able to maintain good scholarly habits through elementary school, high school, and into college. A serious learner, avid leader, avid reader, hard worker, and a positive leader. Along the way, she had a loving family, wise mentors, wonderful friends, and a warm church family and ministry that she enjoyed working in. At church, along with biblical study and worship, she was in the youth choir, producing the weekly church bulletin, or being the statistician for the youth basketball team. That role of team statistician raises memory of one of those difficult to parent incidents. DeRionne went shopping with her mom and was permitted to make personal choice purchases. Among her choice were a pair of shoes called ducks, a lace-up fashioned much like a fishing waders, but cut low to the ankle. They actually may have been good for rain, sleet, or snow, but she could not wear them to school every day, and she was told that. It was discovered that she was putting the ducks in her book bag and changing between home and school. Of course, she was grounded. But it is the week of the Church District Association Youth Basketball Tournament. So a committee of team reps were sent to explain to me that they played these teams before, and if DeRionne was not there to keep stats, surely they would be cheated out of the game. So an allowance was made, but the ducks were made unavailable. Books and reading. There was almost never enough of them or enough time for them, it seemed. DeRionne also enjoyed theater, concerts, plays, dinner engagements, and cross-country trips. Rules of order and etiquette were learned. At formal dining, I'd always sit near her because she could tell me which fork to use. DeRionne expressed herself in writing and poetry. She loved gospel and jazz music. She found inspiration in a gospel selection titled, "I'm Coming Up the Rough Side of the Mountain." The Langston Hughes poem, Mother to Son, often using the line, "Life for me ain't been no crystal stair." And she loved Maya Angelou's Still I Rise. Training points on posture and body language were frequent. When she expressed somewhat of a dislike for wearing glasses, it was her grandfather that taught, well, everyone once in a while take them off and dangle them between your thumb and forefinger. Put the tip or arm to your lip if you want, but don't bite on it. Folks will know you're smart. Further, when presented with a cocktail, just nurse yours, sipping on it occasionally. Preparation, I guess, was being done for this day unknowingly. The wisdom of the grandfather triggers another one of those difficult-to-parent reflections. It was her grandfather who turned her loose with a huge Oldsmobile to drive 90 miles alone on a dark Mississippi highway without a lesson or a license. His confident reasoning was that he knew she could do it. She's smart. At home, there was emphasis on language, word usage, diction, enunciation, and pronunciation. While DeRionne was away studying in college, a conversation centered on word usage drew this response from her. "Oh, you know, I'm an English major now. I do know how to conjugate a verb." Okay, I say to myself, she's established. She's serious about education. And seemingly, she's going to pursue this career choice. She continued to achieve grade by grade, course by course, semester by semester, year by year, and degree by degree. Reports of success, achievement, and recognition for effort and progress became steady. And not that we were underjoyed at the good news received, it was just a customized family response, each time in us saying, "It doesn't surprise me none, I would expect no less." DeRionne would be quick to tell anyone that she is the end result involving all God, a loving family in its entirety. A lot of friends and family are here today, mentors, teaching, and loving support from a lot of people. And I'd like her to be self-recognizing this afternoon and realizing that were it not all God and her own determination, desire, motivation, and belief that anything is possible, this day could not have been. I share these excerpts from a writing by Bruce A. Wilmer. DeRionne, you never doubted your own potential, lost your motivation. You never gave up your objectives, nor did you hide in hesitation. You did choose your own directions, plot better courses, find new beginnings, tap into your inner force, meet any challenge, surmount any negative, upset any obstacle, find a goal you could seize and pursue it with energy. I'm sure you will fill your faith to the top, draw from your inspiration, stay on course, never stop, and move ahead with constant effort. So here we all are. Evidently, the life experience waving over one of those horizons we said she was looking out to earlier was this very location and occasion. I'm sincerely glad to be here with all of you, and as you have shared what I have perceived to be your love and proudness for her with us, we, her family and friends in kind, share our love and proudness with you. I am both blessed and proud to be the father of the 9th president of Montgomery College, Dr. DeRionne Pollard.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pollard. I can tell you are having a good time sharing your fond memory of your lovely Lord daughter. Thank you. As the chair of Board of Trustees, it is my distinct privilege to preside over the historic inauguration of our 9th president. In our 64-year history, Montgomery College has been led by individuals of an uncommon energy, vision, and a resolute commitment to the mission of a community college. I'm happy to present two of those esteemed leaders, Dr. William Strasser and Dr. Hercules Pinckney. Could you stand? We appreciate very much for what you have done for the college over the years. At this point, I'd like to ask Trustees Kaufman and Trustee Godwin, please join me at the podium to assist in the installation of Dr. DeRionne P. Pollard as the president of Montgomery College. Dr. Pollard, the Board of Trustees has chosen you as the president of Montgomery College. It will be your privilege and responsibility to lead this great institution. And now, by virtue of the authority of Montgomery College Board of Trustees, I commit to your hands the charter of the college, which states that Montgomery College pledges to provide residents of Montgomery County with the highest quality education and fulfill the educational needs of this community. Therefore, I place on your shoulders the great seals of the college, the symbol of the office that now you hold. So, ladies and gentlemen, the President of Montgomery College, Dr. DeRionne P. Pollard.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for sharing this moment with me. And I cannot tell you how much it means to me to see so many of you here today. I want to take this moment to thank everyone who joined us here today. My dear friends and family, the Board of Trustees, our foundation and alumni boards, our elected officials, our valued community members, our alumni, my colleagues from higher education, this esteemed former presidents of Montgomery College, and the outstanding faculty, staff, and students of Montgomery College. To my mentors, my mother, sister friends, thank you for being here today, and thank you for the presence and power that you have had in my life. I have been blessed to have had you intercede on multiple occasions. Thank you, Gretchen and Helen. And to my friends and family, perhaps by blood, by marriage, by childhood, by college, by choice, by circumstance, or by spirit, the best of me is a reflection of you. No one comes into this world fully formed, and each of you has contributed to this space and place. Thank you for seeing the potential in me, for which sometimes I was blind, for challenging me not to play small, and for occasionally redirecting my energies to a more positive end. And to Robin and Miles, thank you for letting me be me doing this, and for frequently reminding me that I am the president only at Montgomery College. You are the wind beneath my wings. Thank you all for championing this institution. While we're here to celebrate my inauguration, today is not about me. It's about us and this college that we all love. As you know, I'm one of Montgomery College's newest fans, and I'm grateful to join such a phenomenal institution and incredible team of people who have given tirelessly and fully to this college. You've given our students and our community your time, your passion, and your compassion. And I'm so glad that we start from such a strong place to shape our future together. We all agree on one thing, at least I hope you do. Community colleges are potentially the most transformative institution in contemporary America. We have seen firsthand how Montgomery College can change the trajectory of an individual, transform the quality of life for a family, and enhance the intellectual, economic, and cultural essence of a community. We are in the business of changing lives. Just look at our mission statement. And the word is spreading. Just last month, we watched as the President of the United States celebrated our transformative power in the first ever White House Summit on Community Colleges. President Obama made it very clear, community colleges are essential to the thriving economy, to our nation's future success, and closer to home, we are essential to our state and our local communities. Now is the time to celebrate that transformative power, to throw open our arms wide and to ensure that every person receives a college education. Because at a community college, we serve both the haves and the have-nots. We pride ourselves on being inclusive, on being fully relevant to our entire community, on being relevant to each and every student that we serve. So my mission, my vision for Montgomery College is a simple one, and a few of you all have heard it thus far. It is for Montgomery College to be the most relevant community college in the country by meeting the needs of our students and our community, simply put. The Board of Trustees and I want this institution to be as meaningful to the lives and goals of our students, employers, and community as we can possibly be. I'd like to share a few stories to illustrate just how special community colleges can be. And I'll start with my own. I don't have any pictures, though. It may come as a surprise to some of you, but I didn't always plan to be a college president. In fact, it took me a while before I found my calling. Like many college students, I changed my mind a few times. I considered being a Marine, I did, a minister, and later an attorney. I fell in love, though, with the written word and chose to major in English. And then I hit a wall of self-doubt. I considered dropping out and becoming a nanny. But one of my mentors, a college professor, made me realize that I was running away from my future, that I was afraid to shine. She gave me the insight and the courage to follow my dreams and complete college. And I have to tell you, I am so glad that I did. My college experience shaped me both as a person and as a leader. But it wasn't until I joined the faculty of English at the College of Lake County, not far from my hometown of Chicago, Illinois, that I realized the power of community colleges. I learned about the diversity, the talent of the faculty and staff, the breadth and depth of our student body. I also found opportunities for real connections to occur. I thought teaching at the local community college was going to be a stepping stone for me. But in fact, it was my milestone, a place where my life was changed. And I hope for our students that Montgomery College is more than just a stepping stone on life's journey, that they find their experience here to be a milestone, a place that is truly relevant to their lives. Students like Marsha Williams. Marsha Williams earned her GED last year through the college's Adult ESOL and Literacy GED program. Marsha moved successfully from Montgomery College to culinary school and then to an internship. Finally, on May 24th of this year, Marsha opened her very own business, a small food shop serving federal workers in Rockville. And it is only the start. As Marsha says, determination, hard work, and a goal is all you need. I couldn't agree more. Goals have also been instrumental to the success of Montgomery College alumni Jorge Urrutia. Jorge wanted a quality education, so he worked nights to pay for his MC classes during the day. After earning his associate's degree from Montgomery College, he went on to earn a bachelor's degree from Maryland and a master's degree from Harvard. Eventually, he started his own engineering company, MSI Universal, right here in Montgomery County. He often shares his educational message with local students, urging students to earn a college degree. Another alumnus, Dr. Irv Jacobs, already had multiple degrees when he came to Montgomery College. At age 68, this non-traditional student sold his dental practice to pursue his lifelong dream of becoming an actor. Yes, going from dentist to actor. With family support, Dr. Jacobs found the confidence and training he needed to achieve success on stage and screen. Now, at age 90, he volunteers his time to help the next generation of actors at Montgomery College, encouraging them to be courageous and to pursue their passion. These are living, breathing examples of just how audacious Montgomery College, through its faculty and staff, can be in the lives of our students. relevancy has never been more important. There is a national consensus that an educated workforce is key to maintaining our standing in the world, the key to the very future of our country. In just a decade, the United States has fallen from first place to 9th place in the proportion of young people with a college degree. Let's look at one such community where more people could benefit from higher education, where nearly 30% of public school children rely on free and reduced meals in their schools each day, where 13% of public school students are enrolled in ESOL courses. It's a place where a family of 4 needs around $100,000 a year to live without government assistance. Unfortunately, it's a place where many families don't reach that threshold. This picture isn't just anywhere in America, it's the reality in Montgomery County today. All of us feel the weight of the economy. If we don't have debt problems or housing problems, we know someone who does. Families wonder how to pay for college. We see increasing desperation for more and more Americans who are struggling to pay their bills, to maintain a roof over their heads, and take their kids to the doctor when they're sick. People are worrying about getting or keeping the kinds of good jobs that support a middle-class life. And yet, there are good jobs out there, like registered nurses, computer support specialists, police officers, and auto mechanics. Area employers are still looking for skilled employees, but the reality is that while 48% of all jobs in Maryland are classified as middle skill, only 37% of Maryland's workers have the education and training required to fill these positions, and they require a college degree or certificate. So how do we address these challenges and help ensure the economic security, the middle-class dream of the American dream for all of our residents? You all know my answer. Education. It's the only truly liberating and equalizing force that I know. The most reliable way to break the cycle of poverty for a family is for one member of that family to earn a college degree. Studies show that going to college has both personal and professional and national benefits, including higher salaries, improved health, increased volunteerism, and reduced reliance on welfare and other social service programs. An educated, contributing member of society and of a community should be our preferred future. That is why higher education can simply not be viewed as a nice extra anymore. Why it's imperative that we acknowledge its value as a public good. Acknowledge that a college degree benefits not only the individual, but the broader society. That in an innovation economy, a high school diploma just isn't going to be enough anymore. President Obama has challenged community colleges to produce an additional 5 million graduates in the next 10 years. The state of Maryland has also embraced this completion agenda, and Maryland community colleges have committed to increasing their graduation numbers by 20% in the next 2 years. That's right, 2 years. Why? Because your community colleges have never been more important. With every degree, certificate, industry certification, and new skill attained, our students become more economically secure. In fact, students who earn an associate's degree at Montgomery College, when compared to workers with only their high school diploma, earn $593,000 more in salary over a lifetime. Think about it. An additional $500,000 just for earning an associate's degree. With more economic security, there is greater civic participation and fewer societal costs. But don't get me wrong, increasing degree attainment will not be easy. Simply passing students is not an acceptable option. This will be a journey, and it will take every last one of us. We will need to address the high number of recent high school graduates who still require developmental courses at Montgomery College. In a recent period, 36% of recent high school graduates needed developmental English, and while another 64% required developmental math before they were ready for college-level English or math. Let me say here that Montgomery County Public Schools system has been out front and forward-thinking in its desire to graduate better prepared students for college. We appreciate these efforts, and we must continue to partner with MCPS and support college readiness programs. But while on the path to excellence for all Montgomery County students, we cannot accept a poverty of ambition when it comes to our own students, the students who come to us in need. It has been demonstrated if we can guide students to their developmental courses, they are just as likely to succeed as those who never needed developmental coursework. And we are already doing this at Montgomery College. Our math faculty is taking a proactive, innovative approach to developmental math. They're moving to a mastery-based, learn-on-your-own pace program to better meet student needs and accelerate the path to college readiness. It's a major undertaking, but it's too important not to do. The thing that I love about it, and I even share with some faculty, even if you fail, the fact that you had the courage to take this on is unbelievable, because it takes real courage to step up and think about how we operate and how we teach our students. So thank you to our faculty who have invested their energies in revamping our developmental math program. I know your work will result in a number of student success stories, like Erica Melendez. Erica's story is important because it illustrates that students who take developmental courses can be successful. Erica didn't finish high school. Instead, she got a job, married, had a family, and earned her GED. But her husband pushed her to reach higher, to strive for more. With the promise of a better, more secure economic future, she enrolled in Montgomery College in 2004. But she was demoralized by her performance in developmental math and dropped out. She chose to try again. This time, Erica sought more help and forged real connections. Her counselor found the right mix of classes for Erica and helped her map out a strategy. A faculty member helped her successfully complete her developmental math courses, and Erica is now thriving in the Renaissance Scholars Program while still working and raising a family. So it can be done. Erica proves this. And Erica made another smart decision. Before she transfers, she's committed to getting her associate's degree. Erica has committed to completion, and all we need is for more students to follow in Erica's path. All of higher education has a completion challenge. Nationally, only about half of all students who start a bachelor's degree reach their goal in 6 years. The data for associate degree granting institutions is just as compelling. In Maryland, community colleges average a completion rate of 14%. Add in the statewide transfer figure of 20%, and the average success rate for Maryland community colleges is about 34%. And where is Montgomery College in this? 14% of our full-time degree-seeking students earn a degree or certificate within 3 years. Another 32% transfer to four-year schools or universities. Our total success rate is about 46%. Folks, being in 4th place among Maryland community colleges is not good. It's time to take first. This is our wake-up call. Yes, our rates don't include those who attend part-time or those who are studying for an industry-based certification or taking a few classes to improve their work skills and opportunities. Many of those students do accomplish those goals without a degree. But still, The state and federal governments measure our success by our 14% graduation rate and our 32% rate for transfer. We should aspire to do better. We must do better. We will do better. As a faculty member recently wrote to me, I do hope we will consider being the community college that sets the benchmarks instead of one that just meets them, especially in terms of how we define and measure student success. Absolutely. This is what I love about the faculty of this institution, their willingness, perhaps even an expectation that we are and should be defining the standards rather than simply living up to them. I love that, because we have a social responsibility to see that every student has an opportunity to realize their full potential. Every student we let fall through the cracks is one less writer or teacher, one less nurse who will be caring for us in area hospitals, one less biotech worker who will one day turn research into tomorrow's cure for cancer. The question is, how do we transform more lives? How can we be equally relevant to every student? We start at the beginning. Montgomery College is an open access college. Let me be clear. We welcome every student who could benefit from college, no matter a student's background, age, or skill set. How do we ensure that accessibility? First, we ensure that we stay affordable. This is where public support for community colleges is so essential, as are the efforts of our foundation board to raise funds for scholarships. It's essential that we advocate for the necessary resources for our students, because we know what we do is very important. Montgomery College's first message must be clear. Our doors are open and we welcome you and we value you. But providing access alone is not enough. We also need our students to know and reach their goals from the beginning. We need to help them chart a course to achieve these goals. All evidence suggests that those who lack a direction and a clear, charted path are more likely to fail. Therefore, let's consider adopting individual learning plans for each student. Plans that chart a path from a student's first day in class to his or her final goals, be it a career path or transfer. Also, I want our Montgomery College students to have someone to whom they can call, who can guide them through the complicated maze of college. Because all the research shows those personal connections are a crucial indicator in college for their success. Every student success story I will ever share with you, including my own, includes a powerful mentor. We will be fully relevant to even more students if we can help them gain and understand the value of attaining an associate's degree or credential. Part of that means working with our community partners, employers, and four-year colleges in our region to incentivize the associate's degree. We need employers to seek out associate degree graduates, to give bonuses or additional benefits to employees who earn their associate's degree. And we need universities to give additional scholarships and greater support to the associate degree holder. Remember my earlier statistic. Students who earn an associate's degree from Montgomery College earn $593,000 more over a lifetime when compared to a person with a high school diploma. That's real money with real benefits for the individual and our community, since as many as 90% of Montgomery College students remain in the state and contribute to economic growth. 90%. Employers consistently tell us they need good writers and critical thinkers, people who can work on teams, who are adaptable, who can accept and benefit from constructive criticism. At the same time, there are very specific skill sets that need filling. Montgomery College plays a key role in building the future healthcare and STEM workforce, the scientists, the engineers, the nurses, the infotech and cybersecurity workforce. Take Patience Mbulu, who came to the United States from Nigeria with dreams for a better life. She earned her associate's degree from Montgomery College and passed her nursing boards on her first attempt to become an RN. Today, she is an associate professor of nursing at Montgomery College and studying for her doctorate in adult education. Patience's decision to attend Montgomery College has influenced her own daughter, Christine, who is following in her mother's footsteps, studying nursing at Montgomery College. We have a real opportunity at Montgomery College to fill a growing need. Minorities are underrepresented in STEM fields. Given our diverse student background, community colleges should be leading the country in solving key workforce shortages in science, engineering, and technology fields. To see an example of this, look no further than one of our science labs. I visited a physics lab recently. It was hopping with experimentation of our future scientists, students from a range of cultures and ethnicities working together side by side. In them, I saw the future. When it comes to making ourselves more relevant to students, employers, and the community by continuing to provide accessible higher education, putting additional individualized focus on our students, meeting the goals of the completion agenda, and preparing the workforce for the 21st century, there is one common factor to ensuring their success. I'll give you a hint. It's not me. It's you, the faculty and staff of Montgomery College. I'm sure you're sitting here thinking about these plans, this completion agenda. It sounds all well and good, but where does it fit into my life? How do I find the time or the funds to experiment and see what works for my students? How will I learn what's working for my colleagues and implement it in the classroom? You all know from experience the good stuff, the real innovation, like Montgomery College's Come Back to College or Writing in the Disciplines program, starts at the ground level. It starts with innovative faculty and staff identifying a need and shaping a solution. Our innovators, though, need support for their efforts. So I want to take a page from Harvard Business Review. The Fortune 500 companies I read about invest in research and development. They understand that the future growth and eventual success of their businesses is only possible with new ideas, new products, and the improvement of existing services. The leaders of these companies understand that they must give their employees the time and space to innovate and create, to build on what they've accomplished. Montgomery College has a real opportunity to invest in our experts, our faculty and our staff, and to lead higher education by embracing research and development that benefits student learning. That is why today I am proud to announce the creation of an innovation fund, a fund that supports cutting-edge ideas with financial resources, and a fund that helps the ideas of the future become a reality. In times of declining resources, we clearly must be innovative when it comes to supporting our innovation fund. Our foundation board is helping with that effort to seek private, philanthropic dollars for this initiative. And I am pleased to announce that the first seed funding for this effort has come from the Weber Family Foundation. This is not about one-shot funding, though. It isn't for one-time initiatives. This innovation fund is about creating sustainable, systemic, intentional organizational improvements at Montgomery College. Just like a good Fortune 500 company, each project should create a cycle of discovery, testing, and scaling up, because a good idea shouldn't just live with one person, one department, or one campus. If this innovative idea can make a difference in the lives of our students, enhance their education, and improve services, the Innovation Fund can help. So please stay tuned. The Innovation Fund application process will begin in January. We want the incredible ideas that are out there to become relevant to as many as possible. After all, we are one college, and together we succeed. Today is a new day. The clock starts ticking now. Much lies ahead, and there are serious repercussions if we don't take action. Rising poverty and a growing divide between the haves and the have-nots. But it doesn't have to be that way. As I said earlier, community colleges are potentially the most transformative institution in contemporary America. This is our moment to be fully relevant, to respond to the broad goals of the state and national completion agenda, while understanding that the greatest successes at Montgomery College are accomplished student by student. Students who are as varied as a retired dentist, an IT graduate working in Montgomery County, a mother of 5, and a young person who dropped out of high school. All were transformed here at Montgomery College. My friends, there is no room for complacency, but there is room for all of us out there to show and be our best selves, to put out all that is possible for this incredible institution. If we give our faculty and our staff the opportunity to innovate, if we shake things up, if we think creatively, then we will be more abundant than ever, even in the midst of challenging times. And then we will have realized fully our vision of being fully relevant, a place that is known for leading innovation, a place that the community knows and continues to value, a place that employers turn to first, a place where our employees might say, it's not always easy, but I love my job. And most of all, a place where every student who attended MC says, I met my goals at Montgomery College, and I had a phenomenal experience. Let's not suffer from a poverty of ambition. Let's be unafraid to shine. Let's not play small. Let's be phenomenal. Let's be the most relevant community college in the country. Montgomery College, from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
I think everyone here will agree we are blessed to have Dr. DeRionne Pollard as our 9th president of Montgomery College. Thank you, Dr. Pollard. And now Ms. Dawn Pollard will perform I Believe I Can Fly in honor of her sister.
I used to think that I could not go on, and life was nothing but an awful song. But now I know the meaning of true love. I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. If I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. See, I was on the verge of breaking down. Sometimes the silence, it seems so loud. But there are miracles in life I wanna achieve. And first I know it starts with you and me. If you can see it, then you can do it.
Dawn, you take our breath away. And thank you again for sharing your talent with us. And I want to extend our sincere gratitude to each and every one of our speakers and guests for joining us today.
Let me add my thanks to Dr. Pollard for her inspiring speech, which is relevant, transforming, but challenging. We look forward to that. As the co-chair of events, Ms. Mataski and I want to express our thank you to the inaugural committee chaired by Susan Sullivan. Where's Susan? Susan? And our special thanks to many volunteers of faculty, students, alumni, and our friends, without whose support, it would not have been possible to have this beautiful event. And I thank you very, very much.
Okay, now let's celebrate Dr. Pollard's journey from Chicago, Illinois to Montgomery College in Maryland. Please exit using both doors at the back of the room and look for our hospitality volunteers who will direct you to Pollard's Pizzeria, the MC Crab Shack, and the Campus Jazz Club. Now I invite you to please rise and remain standing in place for the academic recessional. My thanks.